Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1, and today I want to just bring you one person's intel from Boots on the Ground. And this guy works in a mid-sized family-owned semi-truck dealership in northwestern part of the U.S. Here's a list of parts that are difficult to get. Filters. Across the board, filters are short, but still possible to get because most filters have alternatives that can be used. However, there are a rolling shortage of each, so it takes a day or so to find a certain filter and then to get it sent to us. Gaskets. There's no substitutions for gaskets due to this difficulty. Mechanics may reuse a gasket that would otherwise be replaced. If this isn't possible or isn't safe, a job is on hold. Usually we have to wait 2 to 6 weeks for a gasket. One recurring example is that we had between 1 and 2 trucks at any given time in our shop waiting for a $25,000 exhaust system repair that is stalled for the want of 2 $4 gaskets. Exhaust systems are being stolen due to theft. There was a shortage of large exhaust components, but also small components that would usually be replaced. Again, job stalled for want of a small, literally nuts and bolts coming from other states. Shipping and logistics alone for these orders can take 10 days. In-frame and engine overhaul kits. These are two terms referred to the same thing. They are kits that include all the soft parts of the engine, all the gaskets, seals, and O-rings. These are 6 months out in best case. We've had such difficulties obtaining these kits that we have been selling whole engines instead. That is a 10 times increase in cost for the customer. Engines. You can buy your engines new or refurbished. Neither choice is readily available. We just got info that an engine we've been waiting for 7 months is coming in 3 weeks. Since February, we've had 2 refurbished engines get installed and turned out to be defective. One of those is the issue that 2 of the holes drilled into the block don't connect the seals on the piston correctly, so there's no pressure in that cylinder. The engine is a total loss. Warranty delayed for 130 days, and the client is on the brink of bankruptcy. Personally, I wonder if new or overworked factory techs are the cause. Large parts such as superchargers, EGR coolers, intakes and exhaust manifolds, heater cores, breather assemblies, alternators, and starters are hit and miss. Either we have it in stock or it's out for 3 months. Sensors and harnesses. Sensors are available, refurbished in some cases. There's been some movement of DEF sensors, with the few available ones being reserved for truckers that really need them. Otherwise, the truckers get its computers reprogrammed. Harnesses and electrical control parts are either left over from before or 2 to 6 months out. Sheet metal and large exterior parts. It's been extremely hard to get hoods, bumpers, fenders, and mirrors. Also, interior trim like seats, glove box components, and switches are very, very hard to get with long wait times. There are some parts that are still easy to get and plentiful. Coolants, light bulbs, grease, cleaners for brakes and electrical components, silicones, brake pads, shoes, brake drums, rotors, injectors, and little things that go with them, like glow plugs, clamps, valves, generic O-rings, transmission, clutches, drive belts, hubs, tie rods, shock absorbers, windshield wipers and fluids, radiators, bulk airlines and coolant hoses, performance hoses and pipes, leaf springs, air compressors, AC components of all sizes, and it goes on and on. U-bolt straps, wheel and lug, spring battery clamps, and fuel level sensors. So those are available. You see a pattern. Demand outstrips productive capacity at both ends of the spectrum. Things are good in the middle range, where production capacity was quite high before all this started, and demand remains within the expected range, such as brake parts. For rare parts, the production capacity doesn't exist to meet the current demand, and for the parts used very frequently, I think demand is overwhelming strained factories. People are trying to find mechanics to fix old components. Techs are reusing parts they would normally replace, and we as a dealership have begun to cannibalize our trucks to supply parts for customers' jobs. The stories I'm hearing from truckers have changed in the last 2 weeks. They are more conscientious. One of the guys with a faulty engine is on the brink of bankruptcy. I have one guy who needs a kit they don't make anymore. You have to order pieces of the kit separately from different locations in the U.S. He's paying freight and waiting. He told me today that the truck is bound down so long his driver quit to take a different job. Now he's going to have to hire someone. I had an owner-operator today, a regular customer, split his purchase of less than $200 on 2 cards. Diesel has went from $5.99 to $6.29 overnight in his area. This is just a small part of what is this company. They repair trucks, repair semis. This is the backbone of the United States. Without truckers, we will collapse instantaneously. Supplies will be not taken to your stores. There would be chaos. These people hold this place together. I appreciate truckers. You pass them every day on the road, show them some respect. They have a heavy load. They might be tired. Give them the ability to do their job safely. Do not creep up on them. You know, stay out of their way. They are keeping America, you know, floating right now, literally. There's a lot of things short. So I appreciate this thorough report on how hard it is for this truck company to keep trucks on the road and keep them working. Thanks for watching.